Hi folks, welcome to part 2 of the Epic Fireworks Catalogue 2019-2020. Sorry for the delay, I have been a busy boy. I've had a bit of a cold, so just forgive the voice because it might go at some point. Obviously we'll continue from where we left off. We're about halfway through now, but there's a few more barrage packs and then some individual pieces we can go through. So to continue, we've got this barrage pack here, After Midnight. This all looks like Cat 3 stuff to me, so again you're going to need your 25 metre safety distance for this kind of stuff. So After Midnight consists of 10 fireworks, 1 Thunderous Finale, 1 Thunderous Finale 2, 1 Screaming Spiders, 1 Angry Tigers, 1 Dragon's Dream, 1 Serpent's Bite, 1 Goblin's Gold, 1 Diablo, 1 Devil's Den, 1 Mad Monster, and all your safety bits. And then they throw in for free, it says free gift for collection, so not if you get it delivered. So 2 Fire Snakes, 2 Whistle Mix Pops, sorry, 5 Warhawk Rockets and 5 Sky Hunter Rockets. That's not a bad pack actually. Like I say, it's all Cat 3. I can't remember which one it was. It might be Mad Monster because of the colours, or Dragon's Dream. It's got some nice sort of pinks and purples in it, if I remember rightly. That's a decent pack actually, and it's £295. So yeah, I'd recommend that one. That's a good one. Then we've got the Band of Gold. Again, this is pretty much all Cat 3. I'm not sure about Firefox, whether that's Cat 2. I can't remember now, but most of the other stuff is. So a Band of Gold. £395. You get 2 Thunderous Finales, 2 Angry Tigers, 2 Armistice, 2 Firefox, 1 Sniper, which is a fan barrage, and then your safety gubbins. You also get 2 Blue Lights, which I think they're Cat 2, 2 Humming Hornets, they're Cat 2, and then your Rockets again, your Warhawks and your Sky Hunters. So that'll be a shorter display, but you're doubling up, so it's going to be twice the sort of effect. You're going to fill the sky with that kind of package there. So it just depends what you want to go for in your display. There's a bit of something for everyone in these. So we'll go over to A New Dawn. So A New Dawn pack is 12 fireworks. So you get 2 Thunderous Finales, 2 Whispering Palms, which I fired, I think, those last year. They were good. 2 Armistice, that's a red firework. 2 Fireflies, which I don't know if that's a new one. I've not come across Firefly. 2 Warzone, 2 NRGs, your safety bits obviously, and then you get, if you collect yourself, you get 2 G-Force, which are great little Cat 2 cakes. 2 Blue Lights, 2 Whistle Mix Pop. Kids love those ones, the Whistle Mix Pop. And then your Warhawks and your Sky Hunters, so that's £495 if you get it delivered. So again, another good pack, bit of mixture there. So stuff for the kids, and then obviously your more professional looking stuff towards the end. And then moving on, Champagne. Obviously the price has gone right up here, so there's a reason why, because there's some real big heavy pieces. So Champagne pack has got 16 fireworks. You get 2 Thunderous Finales and 1 Thunderous Finale 2. So you could build that, obviously, the 1 into the 2, or you could have all 3 going off together if you really want to fill the sky. You get 1 Screaming Spiders, 1 Strike Force, 1 Whispering Palms, that's a great piece. 1 Predator 500, which is a massive bin lid cake. 1 Gold Willow, which I don't think I've fired Gold Willow actually, but that's a massive fan cake, that's Cat 3. 1 Armistice, 1 Fat Cat, which is that one there. That's a great piece, Fat Cat, really professional. Again, I think that's a 30mm bore fan cake, so recommend that one. 1 Silver Willow, again, massive 30mm bore fan cake, great piece, recommended as well. 1 Light Waves, I think that was out last year. I can't remember that, or it might be a new one. I don't remember seeing it, so not too sure, so I can't comment on that one. One sniper, that's a slightly smaller fan cake, but it's got lots of different effects in. One Planet X, which I'm not sure if that's new as well. I don't remember seeing Planet X, and I don't remember seeing Banshee. You get one Banshee as well. So I'm sure people will set me straight, but I'm not sure I've seen those two before. Then one Brocade Bonanza, which again is a great, massive fan cake. Then you get your safety bits, and then you get 2 Shrill Witches, 2 Humming Hornets, 2 Blue Lights, 5 Warhawk rockets and 5 Skyhunter rockets. I know it's expensive, £895, but there's some fantastic pieces mixed in with that. I wouldn't necessarily fire them in sort of that reverse order that I've gone with. In fact, there'll be there's a firing order there, recommended one, which will probably he'll go back to front or thereabouts, but you'd want to put sort of like your bin lid cake towards the beginning of the display, really. Because although it's got loads of shots, it's not going to fill the sky like these fan cakes are. You'll notice the difference, so you'll have to build it up. So that's the champagne pack. Now we're on to add-ons, which is probably my favourite bit now. Everyone loves a good add-on. So new for this year, the Sky Hunters. These are from a company called Hallmark, who've got a good reputation over here in the UK. I've fired Sky Hunters. Really, really professional looking rockets they are. They've got Warhawks again, which are pretty much the industry standard now for these kind of rockets. We just call them Hawk type rockets now. Pretty much every brand has their own version, but Warhawks still pretty much the top end of the spectrum. Partly because they break lower, so the brakes look bigger and they are loud as hell. So these two very good rockets. I've never fired these, so I can't really comment on Sundown rockets. But they look bigger size, and obviously they're more expensive. But I would expect some nice big bursts from them. But again, can't comment. Then in the medium sort of, well, these are more small type rockets. You've got Saturn V from Hallmark. Very good rocket for the price. Nice effects. You've got bazooka bombs. I've never fired them, so I can't comment. I have a pack of these that I never let off. Thunderblast, there's like small ball head rockets. So I'll have to get some videos up, won't I? I'll have to fire some if I can, but the problem with rockets is that they're the ones where your neighbours are going to complain, as I found out on my birthday earlier this year. Super 6, they're really decent, tiny little rockets. I wasn't expecting anything from them, and they were very nice actually. So they're decent. Heat Seekers, they're okay as well, and Mega Rockets is a massive mix of types of rocket in that pack. Nice mixture. So yeah, they're good too. Out of the next line down though, this one. I've never fired any of these, so I can't really comment. You get a bit of everything here. Some ball heads. Standard rockets, some small loud ball heads, big mixture in the mega pack, your heat seekers as well, and then your pro rocket pack at the bottom. Again, out of all of these, I've only ever fired one, and it is probably one of the best rockets I've ever fired, which is this one here, Smiley Face. I thought they'd stop making them, but clearly not, because they're still in the packs. I don't know if you can buy them separately or not, because they're about 20-25 quid a rocket, but as it suggests, you will have 2 eyes, a nose, and a smiley mouth in a sort of circle. But they can break upside down. That's the problem. So you probably have to buy a couple, and one should break the right way for you with a bit of luck. Then we've got, I think these are all Cat 2 apart from these lower ones here. So this isn't their entire range for Cat 2 and Cat 3. I thought they'd put everything in, but they haven't. So I'll just have a quick drink because I'm struggling. Add-ons wise, for cakes, we've got the laser series here. I love these. These came out last year. Tiny board firework, but their effects are brill, and they've got some noise in them. Kids seem to love them. if you bought, say, like 2 or 3 of each and put them into a little fan or just together, you wouldn't know that they were so small, really. Really impressed with the laser series. You've got, I think that's a missile cake. I haven't fired Fire Snake, but I would imagine it might have a bit of crackle or a tiny bit of colour in, as previous versions have. You've got silver spirals there. Again, that's a low noise effect. Kids tend to gravitate towards those kind of things. Again, it's obviously a spiral tourbillon type effect as it goes up, and there's no break as such, so that's why I would say it's a low noise one. You've got your sort of medium-sized Cat 2 now. So you've got Dr. Thrust, which has been around for easily 10 years, because I think I've had it about 10 years ago. Brilliant combination of effects as well in Dr. Thrust and Loud. You got Spectrum Sky, which I fired for the first time earlier this year, and I was really impressed with that. Some nice colours. That series of cakes, so you got Spectrum Sky, Magnum Force, Mission Control, and Action Zone. They're a series, all got some nice effects. I think there was some orange in one of them, which took me by surprise. It's really nice. So we've got Humming Hornets. If you've not fired that one, that's a pretty unique cake. It's, as it says, it makes humming noises. There aren't many cakes on the market that perform like that, and kids absolutely adore that cake. So if you've got a family display, I highly recommend that one. New for last year was Triple Whistle, probably one of my favourite cakes of last year. It's a 3-stage whistle cake, and it's loud. There's no big bangs though, so it's just the whistle that's loud. So I would say normally kids will like that, but younger ones might not. It might be a bit too much for them. But I'm going to fire that in a big multiple this year. That's the plan anyway. So then we've got Whistle Mix Pop. Again, that was new last year. Good price as well. These are all great prices really for the amount of sort of duration you get from them. Whistle Mix Pop, that's got spinners in. It's got a bit of whistle in. I think it's got a couple of breaks in as well, and a slight fan effect. So a really decent piece, and again, kids love that one based on when I fired it last year. We've covered that. Shrill Witch, again, that was a new one last year. Again, a noisy cake, but not in a bad way. It's sort of there's not many breaks. I think there are some breaks in it, but not many. But the noise isn't too bad for the kids. There's a bit of variation in there, which is good. Blue Lights, I think that was new last year as well, but I'd never got round to getting that, so can't comment. But it's going to be blue Firework. You don't get many blue Cat 2 fireworks, so I would suggest that's, and for the price as well, if it is pretty much all blue, which never show up on my videos, so I apologise. I mean, if I was to do that one on a video, you wouldn't see the blues really. But it was the most expensive effect to create a blue. Whether that's still the case or not, I don't know, because pink apparently is quite difficult. But anyway, G-Force, fantastic. Again, one of my favourites from last year. Cat 2, it's got breaks in it. They're not too loud either, to be honest, and it's got a nice fan to it, which you wouldn't know unless you pulled the strip off the top. So it's got a nice fan finale, so make sure it's facing the right way if you do buy that one. Always check that, because you want it to break sort of in a line as your sort of eyes go. I don't know how you explain it, but make sure you get the angles right on it. That's all I'm going to say. King Cobra, fantastic piece, really loud. It's 1.4G type effects though, so it's not going to be the prettiest thing in the box. Some nice golds, but really loud, and it's got a nice sort of spin to it as it goes up. Flying Fish, I have got one of those. I haven't fired it yet. I'll probably fire it before Bonfire Night, because it's really low noise. All you get is the thud as it goes up, and then it breaks into the Flying Fish type effect. Dynamite, I fired that earlier on in the year. That's got some big breaks in it for a cake so small, so check out my video for that one. Werewolf, I'm not sure if that's Cat 3 or not. I'll have to double check. I haven't fired that yet. It's in my stash to fire this year, so I will stick a video up. These three here, all fan cakes, moving target, Mighty Mouse and Tracer Bullet. Out of the three, my personal favourite is moving target. Mighty Mouse has got some noise to it, which is more sort of sedate though. So kids probably would gravitate to that one out of the three. Tracer Bullet is similar to moving target actually, but just slightly different effects and colours. For the price, a fan cake Cat 2, I think that's really good value for money personally. I think they're great little cakes, and if you've got a small garden, you probably get away with them, to be honest, because they don't have any breaks as such. They're all sort of comet tail type effects. You probably get away with them in most gardens, because they're not going to cause too much of an issue. Just make sure you've got the clearance and adhere to the safety distance. So yeah, I would consider getting them even if you've got a smallish garden. But all the stuff from now on, really, you're going to need some space. Napalm, I think I had that not last year. I think it was the year before. That is a great Cat 3 piece. It's 30mm bore, but look at the price. It's less than 20 quid. That has some really professional breaks on it, as it suggests. Napalm, it's palm effect. Have a look at my video. It is on YouTube. If you had two of those together in a professional sort of display, not back garden display, professional display, it'd be fitting absolutely perfectly. So that'd be worth considering. Heavy duty, that's on my list to fire this year. I've seen the videos on Epic's website, and it looks good, so I'll find one for myself and I'll post the video. The Punisher, my video didn't show up the colours as well as it was in the flesh. That is a really nice, colourful firework, the Punisher is. I know it's expensive, £34, £55, but again, that's a professional looking piece. That's recommended. I think this was my favourite new firework of last year, Howling Wolves. It goes so high into the sky. The breaks aren't massive. It's a whistle effect into a break, so it's got some colour in there, but it's more of a salute type break, I suppose. It's not a pure salute anyway, but that's fantastic. Lovely noise, amazing high. I couldn't believe it. They were practically, my head was cranked pretty much straight up to watch some of those bursts go. And I don't know if I posted the video. I was going to fire 8 of these for my birthday finale, but thanks to my neighbours, it never happened because they were about to get the Wicker Man out for me. So this bonfire night, there's 8 of those going up in my display. Wild One, I fired that last year. That was a good piece. Nice variation. The breaks aren't huge, but you get lots of different shots, and I think it's about 100 shot cake, so you get loads for your money there. So that's a good one. Past Fire, don't think I've fired that one, so I can't comment on that. Angry Tigers, I've never fired. Screaming Spiders, I hear lots of good things about Screaming Spiders. It seems to be in most people that shop regularly with Pickle have that one in there. But I've never fired that one, so I'm going to have to, at some point I will. It's just too many. Epic have too many fireworks to get, so that will be on a list for future years. Armistice, I've got that to fire. That's a single shot red effect, red peony. So if you're doing a professional display and you want themes and colours, I'd consider that one. Then Sniper, fired that last year. That's a good piece, lots of variation. I think it's got spinners in, normal breaks. There might even be some mine lifts if I can remember rightly. So that's a nice varied fan cake, but I'd put that towards the beginning of a display, just because if you get some of these bigger fan cakes, these ones are going to outperform Sniper just because the bore size and Sniper I think slightly smaller. You got Firefly. I've not seen that one before. I don't know if that's new, so I can't comment on that one. Thunderous Finale, that's a staple of that'll be there for years to come. Everyone seems to buy that one. I've seen the videos. I've got it to fire this year, so I'll reserve comment for when I've fired it, but the videos look good. And it was that good. They made a Thunderous Finale 2, I think it was last year or the year before. So that's a fairly new firework. It can give you an alternative, or you can use it as a, well, you could do it either way around really, as your finale. Mosquito, fired that last year. That is a great piece. 30mm bore tubes. I can't remember how many shots it was. It was a lot of shots. Does it say there? It might be a 49 shotter. I was really bowled over with that. Really professional looking. It's palm type breaks, but lovely glitter in it. Some nice colour. So yeah, that's worth checking out. I don't think my video does it justice, but it was really nice in real life, that was. Gold Willow, I don't think I fired that one, but I fired Silver Willow, and I would imagine it's not too different. That's going to be a 30mm bore fan cake. You're going to need plenty of room for that, and that's going to fill the sky, so you're not going to be disappointed with that. Palms Away, again, that was a surprise favourite as well last year. Really nice palm breaks, very professional looking piece. Again, 30mm bore, so you know you're not going to get any bigger sort of size tubes on the UK market. So recommend that one. Special effects, I've got that to fire for this year. So again, I've seen the videos. It does look good, and I'll post my own video obviously when I've done that. And then you've got Ring of Fire. I don't know if that's new. It might have been out for a few years, so I don't know much about Ring of Fire. I can't comment on that. Brocade Bonanza, I have fired that one. Nice, as it suggests, brocade effects. Really professional looking piece. All these fan cakes are great. In the 30mm bore size, you know, they're going to fill the sky. So that's recommended. Whispering Palms, again, another good palm effect cake. I've fired that one, that was good. Festival of Light, I've not fired before, can't comment, but it's in the same ilk as all these big fan cakes. They're all beasts. We've got Fat Cat, that's a good piece as well. That was one of the better ones of all the big fan cakes I fired. That was a standout one. So check out my video, that is on my YouTube, so have a look at that one. Silver Willow again. As it suggests, more silvers, but there is some colour in it. It's not pure silver, so don't, if you want in a single theme, if you're after a silver phase, I wouldn't necessarily go for that. But check out the video, see what you think. King Hell, that's been out a few years, never fired. It might be quite a loud one, that one, King Hell. Then they've put in their 2 new bin lid cakes. So these are massive things. It's not even bin lids. I don't know what you'd call them. More like a, I don't know, flying saucer or something like that. They're massive, absolutely massive. 500 shot Predator, 500. I've fired some of the smaller bin lids, so I can't really comment on these 2 bigger ones, but I have got them to fire just to see what they're like. So I will try and chuck videos on this year. I've got both of them. Beasts, absolutely massive cakes. So I've got high hopes for those, but obviously I'll post the videos when I've fired them. Constellation, that's been out a good few years. Haven't ever fired it, so I can't comment. King of the Jungle, though, that was my son chose that one off one of the videos he saw. He really liked that, and I was a bit unsure. Having fired that in the flesh, because it's for the money, that is a really decent finale firework. The video is on my YouTube, so check it out. I was really impressed with that. So that, out of the finale pieces, I'd highly recommend that. Global Thunder finale piece, not too sure. I don't know if I've even seen a video for that. I don't think it's a new piece, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check. So can't comment. And Sky on Fire, I've had that on my list to fire for probably about 18 months now. I've not got round to it, but I will. But that's 30mm bore. It's a mixture of straight shot, I think, and fan. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes this year. And I noticed that there are a few. These aren't obviously all of them. There are a few others. This Bunker Buster. I can't remember the other two of the series. They're compound cakes basically. And is it Armageddon? Is that what it's called? There are loads. You'd have to go onto the website and have a look. But they've got loads of finale compound cakes. If you've got a proper pro display going, I would consider all of those aforementioned ones. So that's the add-on section done. Now we've got some sort of smaller, these are collection only offers, so they won't be delivering these. So let's have a look. We've got Plot Night. So these are for the smaller garden now. So you've got smaller rockets, a selection box there, the Sunfire selection box, which I've fired, which is fairly decent actually. Don't expect massive duration, but there's some nice colours in there. That's from Standard Fireworks. Halo Fountain, fairly decent. And you get 3 humming hornets sort of in there, which again the kids like. So if you've got a small display, you've got younger children, that's probably quite good. And then they throw in some rockets for you, so you get Thunder Blast rockets, your Super 6 rockets, and your Bazooka Bomb rockets. So I don't know about Thunder Blast, but your neighbours aren't going to kick off with the noise from those. They'll be okay. So if you've got a smaller garden, that's worth considering. So that's Plot Night. Penny for the guy. Let's have a look at that one. £44, and you get 43 fireworks. But that includes the contents of the Mega Party box there, which I haven't fired in the past. But TNT, they're fairly decent for family sort of stuff. They are going to be like 1.4G type effects though, but there'll be some, there'll be reds and greens and things in there. Fantasia, which is a mine fountain, that's really good. That'll take people by surprise. Whistle Mix Pop and Humming Hornets, kids love those. And then you've got quite a selection of rockets there. So your Heat Seekers you probably fire last because they're the biggest. But you've got Space Blaster, Bazooka Bombs, and your Super 6 as well. So there's a fair bit of variation there. Traitors, so that's 35 different fireworks. So you've got a bit of a mixture here. So again, you've got your kids' favourites. So you've got Whistle Mix Pop and Humming Hornets. Halo, Superstar selection box. That was new in at the tail end of last year. I don't think it made Bonfire Night. I can't remember if I've fired that one. I've certainly fired one of its bigger brothers, and some decent stuff in there. Bit of variation. I think there's definitely, obviously, Roman candles in there. There's plenty of fountains and things, and there's quite a lot of variation. And I think there might even be a missile cake in there as well. So yeah, there's all sorts in that box. And then you obviously got your rockets there. You've got Saturn V from Hallmark. They're very good rockets. Super 6 again, they outperform for the size that they are. And then your Bazooka Bombs. So there's lots of different things to consider. Everybody's got their own sort of things they prefer. But these are all for the small garden. You'll be absolutely fine with all these. So Treason, 49 fireworks here. So you get the slightly bigger selection box, the family selection box, which is again new. So you get pretty much more of everything in the box. So there'll be more Roman candles, more fountains, and there might even be a few rockets in that family box. I can't remember, but I've got some unboxing videos to do. I will stick them up before Bonfire Night, so you can go through them all yourself, and you'll get a feel for sort of which ones probably suit you better. Because there are some different firework effects in the different selection boxes from Marvel this year. Like I say, I'm sure I've fired 2 already, and I think I've got another 2 to fire. So I will get round to doing that because the nights are closing in now, so I'll have time to do them. So stay tuned and have a look at the ones I've already posted. In fact, I'm going to go through what you've got. So you get the family selection box, Fantasia Fountain, which is a mine fountain, so it will have some kick to it. Heatseeker rockets, Saturn V rockets from Hallmark, Bazooka Bombs, Super 6 rockets, and then Whistle Mix Pop, Humming Hornets, and a blue lights there. Free blue lights, so they throw in blue lights for free there. So they're all Cat 2, you'll be finding small gardens for those. Then we've got the 1605 pack. So that's just under £80. You get the Conjurer selection box from Standard Fireworks. I haven't done an unboxing video for that. I'll have to check that out. So I will reserve comment. Halo fountain, again, these are all fine for smaller gardens, but it's got a good duration, nice colours as well. I think might have a little bit of crackle, if I remember rightly. The video is on my YouTube anyway, you can have a look at that. As is Humming Hornets, a Whistle Mick Pop is in one of my, I think it's on my Cat 2 Fireworks display on my fused board from last year, so it is in there. I just don't have a single video of it, I don't think. And Blue Lights I haven't fired, so I can't comment. So, and then you get rockets wise, you get Heat Seekers, Bazooka Bombs, Thunder Blast, Super 6 and Space Blaster. So it's going to take some time to get through all that. That's a decent, in terms of duration, that's a decent pack. So you got your, is it Guido or Guido? I don't know. But it's Guy Fawkes reference, isn't it? So you get 79 fireworks for £99. Party Time selection pack from Marvel, which again, I mean, you can see there, there's loads of Roman candles in that pack, so you could fan them out. And I think that's there's a wheel in there, so there's a bit of everything really: fountains, wheels, candles. I can't remember if there's any rockets in them. There might be some small bottle rockets in them. So a bit of everything really. Again, you've got the same cakes as the other ones, apart from you've got G-Force, which is a great cake with a fan effect finale. So out of all that, unless you're going to fire the rockets last, I would put the G-Force in last as your little finale there, I think. So we'll run through it. So Party Time selection box, Fantasia Fountain, Halo Fountain, 21 Mega Rockets, 5 Heat Seeker Rockets, 5 Thunder Blast Rockets, 6 Bazooka Bomb Rockets, 6 Super 6 Rockets, a G-Force, a Silver Spirals, a Humming Hornets and a Blue Light. So they're all fine for a normal garden, I would say. Obviously, as long as your normal garden is within, I think it's 8 metres, most of that stuff, so should be fine. Catesby's Revenge or Catsby's Revenge. That's another Guy Fawkes reference, isn't it? I forget what relationship he was. I think he was like his right hand man, Guy Fawkes' right hand man, if I remember rightly. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. History was never my strong point, but 10 fireworks here for just shy of £100. You get 5 Sky Hunters, which are big rockets, really good. 1 Punisher. You're going to need a bigger garden for this because that's a Cat 3. 1 Heavy Duty, 1 Napalm, 1 Whistle Mix Pop. You port fires, rocket launching tube, and to say Silver Spirals, that's been added for free onto the pack. So there's quite a lot of variation there. You're going to want to put the Cat 2 bits in first and then the Cat 3 stuff to sort of finish. What else we got? We've got Flutters Party. Let me get that angled right. So you've got 7 fireworks here for £149.95. Which, yeah, you say 7 fireworks, it's not loads, but you've got 2 quite long duration fireworks there. Wild One and Heavy Duty will last a fair while, and they've got quite a lot of shots in them. Wild One there, yeah, 81 shot barrage. So you get the 3 big rockets, the Sundown rockets. I've never fired them, so I can't comment on what kind of bursts they are. You'd have to look elsewhere for videos other than my page. Wild One was a good piece though. I've got videos for Wild One, and Palms Away is a fantastic piece. And then you get 3 Silver Spirals, so you're going to have to put that one in first. Maybe go like Silver Spirals, Heavy Duty, Wild One, Palms Away, and then your rockets to finish. So that's the Plotters Party, and that's it. That is the lot. Obviously, they've got showrooms all over the UK. Apparently, I've only ever been to the one in Yorkshire, which is their sort of main place. But there's all the contact details there. While I have a quick drink. I shouldn't have a cold this time of the year. It's just not right. So there, obviously, just have a read through at your leisure. I've been going to Epic for years. I'm not affiliated to them though, as someone said. Who was it who said? Someone said that to me the other day. You know, I shop around. You'll see from my other videos. I go here, there, and everywhere. But they are one of my favourites, and I go back to them year after year. And the service is always good there. I have to say, I'm always well looked after, and that's even before I started doing YouTube videos. So I do recommend them. What else coming up? So I've posted a few videos of a demo night that I went to the other night. There was a few from the forum on there. It was nice to see Dusky Fuse for the first time. So I'll be posting up a few more videos from there. There's new stuff from Celtic Fireworks. There's a new brand out called Fab Fireworks, which I have to say are going to put the cat amongst the pigeons, because some of their effects beat Celtic Fireworks, these new pieces actually. That was a surprise. And also some new gear from Absolute Fireworks and Prestigious Pyrotechnics. And there were some standout pieces there. So there's plenty of videos to come. Obviously, if you've not subscribed, please do. I'm going to try and get up to 200 subscribers. If we get up to 200, I'll try and do something fireworky that's a bit different as a celebration. So see if we can get up there with the subscriber amount. So thanks for watching. There's plenty more to come, plenty more to discuss. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.